Hello and welcome to a new video of FMTTM Future of Finance. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the crypto market and my top 5 cryptos for 2023. Before we get into today's video, I just want to take a moment to remind you that investing always carries some level of risk, and it's important to do your own research and consult with a financial professional before making any investment decisions. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended to be investment advice. Over the past year, we've seen some wild fluctuations, but that doesn't mean it's a bad time to invest. Just to give you an example, if you had invested $1,000 a few months ago, that amount would now be worth over $1,200. Fundamentally, nothing has changed in the crypto world. On a price action level, Bitcoin is currently down 70% from its previous all-time high. During the last crypto winter, Bitcoin went down 84% before skyrocketing again. Think about it this way: if you saw your dream car or house at a 70% discount, would you not buy it? Have courage when others are fearful, and be cautious when others are greedy. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index is currently showing fear, which means now is a great time to buy. The first cryptocurrency on my list is none other than Bitcoin. Bitcoin was initially created to be an electronic peer-to-peer cash system, but it has also attracted many investors as a store of value currency. Bitcoin has something called the first mover advantage. It was the first cryptocurrency to ever come out, which means it has a strong brand recognition and loyalty from the crypto industry. It's still the #1 crypto by market cap, and that hasn't changed since its release. Bitcoin also technically doesn't have an owner or a governance team, so it will remain as one of the most trusted cryptocurrencies ever to be created. Another important aspect of Bitcoin is that it's officially labeled as a commodity by the SEC. This distinction is important because the sales of securities are heavily regulated by the US and other national governments, which makes them subject to external manipulation. Since Bitcoin is not considered to be a security, it can be freely traded on traditional asset markets as well as crypto exchanges, and it doesn't run the risk of being attacked by the SEC. This also means that Bitcoin has a possibility of getting more institutional exposure, as we're seeing more traditional banks and financial institutions investing in it. Companies like MicroStrategy and Tesla have even bought millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Additionally, there's just an increased demand globally for Bitcoin as more countries and organizations continue to adopt it as their national currency. Lastly, with the built-in deflationary strategy known as the Bitcoin halving, the demand will continue to increase as the supply becomes more scarce. The next Bitcoin halving is set for March 24, 2024, so mark your calendars and make sure to buy in before it's too late. The second cryptocurrency on my list for this year is Ethereum. Ethereum is currently the second largest cryptocurrency in the world by total market cap, only followed by Bitcoin. My favorite analogy for this is that Bitcoin is like gold, it's a store of value and the old school technology. But Ethereum is like silver, it's used more commonly in everyday items and has more use cases. Ethereum is the foundation network for so many crypto projects and for most NFTs as well, which justifies its popularity over Bitcoin. In 2022, there were over 338% more Ethereum transactions than Bitcoin, with Ethereum transactions amounting to 408 million and Bitcoin only reaching 93.1 million. The use case and fundamentals of Ethereum have consistently been evolving. For example, Ethereum underwent its long-awaited merge event that transitioned the network from a proof-of-work consensus to a proof-of-stake model. This makes Ethereum 99.9% more energy efficient, reducing its carbon footprint and also lowering gas fee costs, making it quicker and more efficient at processing transactions. These new upgrades also come with increased earning potential for Ethereum owners, as the new version promises more passive income under a system that prioritizes stakers over miners. Ethereum also maintains its position as one of the top altcoins due to its unmatched utility of the network. It should also be mentioned that there are a collection of prominent crypto tokens that are also categorized as Ethereum killers because they aim to do everything Ethereum does but better. However, it's debatable whether or not these projects come close to what Ethereum provides. Ethereum currently sits at the price of around $1,500 and made an all-time high of around $4,867 before, which means you're getting a 67% discount from the previous all-time high, and if it does reach those levels again, you'll see returns of over 200%. The third cryptocurrency on my list is Ripple's or XRP. XRP is the native cryptocurrency of the Ripple payment protocol, which is a real-time gross settlement system, currency exchange, and remittance network. It was first proposed in 2012 by a company called Ripple Labs and is best known for its ability to facilitate fast and low-cost cross-border transactions. What makes this network unique is the use cases of the XRP ledger, which is an open source, permissionless, and decentralized technology that has a low transaction fee of 0.0002 cents per transaction. Combined with its high-speed processing of about 3 to 5 seconds per transaction and its carbon-neutral, energy-efficient scalability measures of about 1,500 transactions per second, XRP is still a strong contender. Ripple also has a strong and passionate community that stands behind the project and team. However, the biggest enemy of XRP is not other cryptocurrencies, but the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple claiming that they sold unregistered securities. Ripple has denied these allegations, claiming that XRP is a currency, not a security. This legal battle has been ongoing since late 2020, and there is still no consensus on whether XRP is considered a security. Recently, there have been some secret documents that could help Ripple win its case. These documents are from a former SEC director of 2018, where he stated and explained why Ethereum is not considered to be a security. Ripple believes that having access to these documents will help them bring the court case to an end. However, the SEC has been trying to keep these documents out of court. If they are released, it could be a major win for the Ripple community and a setback for the SEC. If the lawsuit ends in Ripple's favor, it is possible that XRP could skyrocket past $1 or more within the first 24 to 48 hours. However, it is important to keep in mind that XRP is considered a risky investment because of the current lawsuit and the nature of it being a cryptocurrency. The fourth cryptocurrency on my list, Avalanche or AVAX. AVAX is a Layer 1 blockchain that functions as a platform for decentralized applications and custom blockchain networks. What makes AVAX unique is its unique solution to the blockchain trilemma. The blockchain trilemma is the balance between security, decentralization, and scalability. AVAX has proposed a solution to tackle all three by creating three different blockchains: X-chain, C-chain, and P-chain. X-chain, also known as the exchange chain, is used to secure funds on the Avalanche network. P-chain, also known as the platform chain, is used for staking AVAX and facilitating the validator activities. Lastly, C-chain, also known as the contract chain, is used for dApps and smart contracts. These chains all have distinct purposes and functions, but they work together by dividing different computing tasks, which results in quick and efficient output and low cost for gas fees. This allows Avalanche to have one of the highest transaction outputs of around 6,500 transactions per second, while not compromising on any scalability issues. In comparison, Ethereum can still only process between 15 to 30 transactions per second, and Ethereum hasn't fully tackled the gas fee situation. I think it's safe to say that if you add some AVAX to your portfolio at around current prices and it does return back to its all-time high, you would be getting in good ROI. The fifth and final cryptocurrency on my list, and that is none other than Polkadot, also known as DOT. Now, there are a lot of reasons why we like Polkadot: the interoperability, the parations, the founder, but the fact is, right now, if you look at many of the top major coins, Polkadot is down much further from its all-time high than many of the others. That means just to get back to where it was, is a bigger gain than many other projects getting back to their previous all-time highs. Also, Polkadot has released a brand new roadmap. It includes something called asynchronous backing, which increases scalability by increasing the block capacity. For every block on a parachon, the time to print that block has now been cut in half. Now, if you're not aware of Kusama has kind of been called the canary network for Polkadot. Everything gets tested on it first and then moves over to Polkadot itself. The asynchronous backing, like anything else, is going to roll out first on Kusama, and when it's ready, then it will move on to Polkadot. By the middle of next year, they're going to roll out something called parathreads. So instead of buying an entire parachon spot, companies or projects will be able to pay as they go. The new roadmap also includes the third version of XCM, which is the universal language for cross-chain communication, leading to more interoperability. So if you're looking for projects in the bull run that have a favorable chance to do well just to get back to their all-time high, look at projects like Polkadot that are down 90% of all-time high. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my list of the top 5 cryptocurrencies to invest and hold for the year of 2023. Thanks for watching. Invest safe, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in the future, let us know in the comments.